I'm gonna click record. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about inviting, and hopefully we can get through this. I don't want to say like, let's get through this quickly, but hopefully we can get through this so that we can also talk about the sneak peek, because I think that's important too. But so as you guys know, there are all kinds of different invites, right? Like there's inviting on your social media platform publicly, whether it's Instagram or Facebook on your wall, like like this kind of an invite. I'll show you just a quick example of one that I did. Hey, Jana.
Hey, I'm on my phone. I'm driving, but I'm here.
Oh, good. Okay, so for example, like a public invite, like this one, okay? This is an invitation. It counts as an invitation. But then there are also, private invitations. There are invitations to a Facebook event page. For example, the way that I do my free groups, I invite everybody to an event page and then I move them into a group afterwards. That's an invitation. There's all kinds of different invitations. It's not, it's not just like, hey, want to join my challenge group? That's not the only way to invite, okay? But inviting is pretty much our entire business. Like the word inviting in this business is everything. And this is where the problem arises, because for some reason we think of inviting as this big scary thing, right? Like for the longest time, I was so afraid to invite because I was afraid people were going to reject me. I was afraid that people were going to think that I was weird. I was afraid that people were going to be like, who are you, little miss, like you don't know anything about anything, to invite me to your challenge group? Like, how do I even know that this challenge group is legit? You know what I mean? I was so afraid that they were going to think that I was icky. I was afraid that they were going to reject me. I was afraid that they would think that I was salesy. I was afraid to face their objections. I was afraid truly to talk to them. But something I think that we forget when we talk about this business, when we talk about, talking to people, is that this entire world literally runs on sales. When it comes down to it, literally everything, and I use the word literally, I don't mean figuratively, I mean literally everything in your life was sold to you by someone. The house that you live in, the bed that you sleep in, the clothes that you're wearing, the chair that I'm sitting in right now was sold to me by Walmart.com, okay? Food is sales. The house, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the heat and the electricity that we pay for, all of those are sales. But for some reason, we have this negative mentality about being salesy, right? And I get that. I don't want to be salesy. I don't want to be annoying. I know none of us want that. Like, raise your hand if you want to be annoying. Nobody. But we have to get over that idea that sales is a bad word. What we don't realize, okay, sorry, I forgot to change the slide. What we don't realize is that every single decision that every single corporation makes in their marketing strategy, every sign, every billboard, every commercial, everything is designed to combat your objections. And so, a side note, this is why we need to address objections publicly on our page, right? Like my Shakeology post today addressed the objection that Shakeology is only for weight loss, right? Some people say like, oh, well, I'm not trying to lose weight, so I don't need Shakeology. No, everyone needs Shakeology, and that's what my post was about today, right? Like I'm handling objections publicly. But that was just a side note. Everything that you see, even if you don't realize that it's sales, someone has sat behind a desk for hours coming up with how they can sell this product to a specific person. Like the label on my Himalayan pink salt, okay, was strategized by a team of people so that they could combat my objections. Like, look at this. Okay. There's probably something here. Mined deep in the Himalayan mountains from abundant salt beds, formed in the Jurassic era. I mean, they put some serious thought into how they were going to handle my objections with this salt, okay? They decide who their market is. They decide what that market cares about. Apparently, the people who use this care that the salt beds are abundant. You know, we're not depleting like the world's salt or something. They decide what that market cares about, and then they strategize on how that person you know, will benefit from this product. They strategize how to show that person, like, this is why you need this product. So I want to ask you guys a question, and I've asked you this before on previous team calls, but when you walk into Target and you see all the items that are on sale, you see the shoes that are 20% off, you see that bikinis are on sale, you know, you see baby food, whatever, are you offended by that? Are you offended that Target is trying to sell you a bikini?
No.
No, of course not. Of course not. But you know what? You're probably still not going to buy that bikini, right? Because you already have 4 bikinis in your closet, and you should probably wear the bikinis that you already have before buying another one. And you know what? Bikinis are kind of revealing, and I don't know if I want to have a bikini, so I don't know, I'm probably not going to buy that bikini, right? Even though it's 20% off, even though it's on sale, even though Target has put all this work in, I'm probably not going to buy it, right? That is my objection, right? That right there is an objection, right? So if that's the case, if you're not offended by the fact that bikinis are on sale at Target, even though you're probably not going to buy one, why in the world would we get so hurt and take it so personally just because somebody says that Shakeology is too expensive? Right? Just because somebody says, oh, well, I don't know. I don't think I like to work out at the gym. Like, why are we so afraid of that? Objections are natural. Think about the last time that you went into the grocery store to get Greek yogurt. You know, you went to the yogurt section, you looked at all the different brands. I forgot to change the slide again. You went into the yogurt section, you looked at all the different brands, you looked at the ingredient lists, and you saw, oh, well, this one has sugar, so I probably don't want this one. Oh, 0 grams of sugar. Oh, just kidding. This one has sucralose. I don't want to buy this one. Oh, but this one, it has all the good ingredients, but it's $8 for this little thing of yogurt. No, I don't think so. So you looked at all of the things, and you had objections to most of the brands of yogurt until you found that perfect yogurt that was just for you, right? You had objections even just looking at yogurt. Objections are normal, okay? So when someone objects to what you're offering to them, it's okay. You're not a bad coach. There's nothing wrong with you. They're not rejecting you. It has nothing to do with you. So the number one most important thing here is just to know that objections are natural and normal. And an objection is not a rejection of you. It's a normal and natural reaction to that metaphorical sucralose in the Greek yogurt you have to offer them. You know what I mean? It's totally natural. People are going to have questions. People are going to be, they're going to have doubts. People are going to need you to walk them through those objections, just like Target has to walk us through our objections in their commercials, right? So now that we all agree, do we all agree that objections are natural and good? All right, so now that we agree, let's talk about the inviting process. And we're going to start out with a couple of little mindset things because I think it's really important to go into inviting with a good mindset. If you go into inviting like super emotional, you're not even going to do your invites. So first, number one, you have to detach your emotions from this. Again, nobody's rejecting you. You have to promise yourself, I'm going to have zero emotional attachment to whether they say yes, whether they say no, or completely ignore me. Don't even send me a message back. Because our goal is not to get a yes. Our goal in inviting is not to get a yes. Obviously, we want to fill our challenge group up with awesome people who want to get results and who need our help, right? Like every single one of us has that goal. We want to help people. But our goal in inviting somebody is educating them so that they can understand what we have to offer and make an informed decision when that time comes. Like when they have 5 pounds to lose, they're going to be like, you know what? Christina told me about that group that she has. I should ask her. When they are, like having stomach issues, they're going to be like, you know what? I think Danielle went off some of her medication because of that Shakeology stuff. I should ask her about that. You're informing them so that they can decide what to do in the future. And maybe they say no, maybe they're strapped financially right now. I was strapped financially forever until I finally just decided to use my credit card to buy my challenge pack. You know what I mean? Like, and I was like, all right, well, I guess I better build a business because I used my credit card and I got to pay for this. So maybe they're strapped financially. Maybe they aren't ready yet and they won't be successful anyways. Maybe they think it's a scam. Maybe they think that you're part of a pyramid scheme, but who cares? You know, all of you, I know that you know in your heart of hearts that this is a huge opportunity for them, right? Like, you know that you can help them get fit. You know that you can help them to get healthy. So all you have to do is just keep sharing your life, and they're going to come around eventually, right? Like, all you have to do is keep sharing. Second, you have to have fun, okay? Like, how many people get to make a living from home making pretty graphics? Like, we get to like hang out on our computers and our cell phones and use an app to make pretty graphics. We get to build an amazing following of people who would probably literally walk through flames for us because they are so grateful for the ways that we've helped them. I get messages every single day of people like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And I mean, I feel unworthy of that, truly, I do. But it happens. Like, how many, I have goosebumps thinking about that. Like, I feel so unworthy of like the love that people throw at me every single day just because I invited them to something that worked for me. You know, we get to make a living getting fit, drinking chocolate for breakfast, and running an awesome and inspiring group. So if you don't find this process fun, then you shouldn't be doing this. You have to have fun. So when it comes to inviting, you know, when you ask them, hey, want to learn more about my group? No? Okay, that's cool. You know, maybe next time. Oh, you do want to learn more about my group. Awesome, great, you'll love it. It doesn't matter if they say yes or no. You're just planting seeds, okay? So be yourself. Don't weird out and become a different person when you invite. Just use your voice. When you write something out, when you're, you know, texting something to them, maybe use the voice to text. And, you know, obviously read over it to make sure there aren't a bunch of errors, but use your passion and enthusiasm. Maybe stand up, walk around and chat and smile when you're sending them their voice message. I mean, it comes across, they can feel your energy. So consider that, you know what I mean? Have fun and let them know if they think that we're a bunch of robots, they're not going to want to join us. But if we're having fun and we're showing them like, oh, I'm just a regular person, I can help you. I mean, you have weight loss. You're having trouble with your weight loss. I can help you with that. You know, I mean, you don't have to be weird about it. Just be you. And then third mindset thing is consider your posture. And this is a huge one. And every single one of you is awesome at posture. So if you're listening to the recording, just know that everybody who's on this call is amazing at this. So, but I'm going to say it anyways. The number one way to epically fail at inviting is to not believe in the products and to not believe in the company. If you're not doing your workouts, if you're not drinking your Shakeology every day, if you're not following the meal plan, if you're saying, I'm just going to give this a year and kind of see how it goes, I don't know, I'll just do my power hour every once in a while. I promise you, if you're giving it a year and seeing how it goes, it's not going to go anywhere. I can guarantee that, because this process takes decisiveness. This takes a decision to just go for it and to work your little hiney off until you figure out how to be successful, because it's different for everyone, right? Like, I can give you steps, I can give you like proven steps, but you have to figure out how to make it work for you. So posture up, fall in love with this process. This company is amazing. And even though like there have been all kinds of shipping issues lately, I lost a customer because Beachbody sent them the wrong thing and they were kind of like grumpy about it, honestly. And that, like, I stand by Beachbody. Like, I'm so sorry that they made this mistake. It stinks. You deserve better treatment than that. But we're expanding like crazy. Of course, there are going to be some growing pains, right? Like I stand by Beachbody. I am proud to be a part of this company. And then finally, when it comes to posture, you're the expert, even if you don't feel like you're the expert. Okay. So act like it. Act like you are. Okay. So step 4, learn to invite like a boss. And this is where it gets really helpful. Oh, my slide is kind of under the thing. Okay. I think I fixed it. Can you still see my slide? Okay, cool. All right. So this 8-step invitation process is taken from Eric War from GoPro. This is a very well respected method for network marketers everywhere. So I promise this works if you follow it. So write these down. These are going to be really helpful to you, or I'll obviously post the slides, but you should make the wording your own. Don't use my wording. Don't use his wording, but stick to the process because it works. Step 1, this is going to sound so weird, but be in a hurry when you're talking to people, when you invite them, because it takes the pressure off of them. This creates a bit of excitement. It creates like oh, she like really, really quick wants to talk to me about something. But it also takes pressure off of them to feel like they're obligated to have this long call. So one of Eric War's example is, hey, I'm about to run out the door, but I wanted to talk to you really quick. And mine is, I gotta run, but I've been meaning to ask you. Okay, just super simple. So that's step 1, be in a hurry. Step 2, compliment them and use assuming language, okay? They are going to join your challenge group, whether it's today or in a year. They are going to do it. And use that assuming language. So, maybe I think it's absolutely amazing that you're looking for ways to get healthy with 2 toddlers running around. You're going to be such an inspiration to the other mamas in the group. That is complimenting them, that you think you admire them for their decision, and you're telling them you are going to inspire the other people in the group because you're going to be in there. But this needs to be sincere. So think about this. Don't just like spew out the same thing every time. Think about the qualities that attract you to that person. Think about the ways that they are a blessing to the people in their lives. Step 3, make the invitation. But don't just spew information at them here, okay? Just make it simple and easy. Send them something that is quick. Don't send them an entire paragraph of everything that comes with the challenge group. You're just inviting them. You're not giving them any information right now, okay? So, and part of this is because if they see you doing a bunch of complicated things, they're going to think they need to do a bunch of complicated things in order to be successful. Like if you're inviting to the coach opportunity, obviously. If you're inviting the challenge group, then it doesn't really matter too much. But honestly, challengers are the ones who become coaches. Every single person on this chat right now was a challenger first and then became a coach later. So focus on making things simple and easy to duplicate. So my script is, oh, by the way, I've been meaning to ask you. I keep seeing your name pop up on all my fitness posts. Thanks so much for your support, by the way. Have you ever considered joining one of our fitness challenges? Boom. Simple. That's like 3 sentences. Is that? Yeah, 3 sentences. Oh, by the way, I've been meaning to ask you. I keep seeing your name pop up on all my fitness posts. Thanks so much for your support. Have you ever considered joining one of our fitness challenges? That's it, okay? Their answer is either going to be yes, no, I don't know, or crickets, okay? And there are ways to respond to every single one of those. But talk with them, listen to them, tell them how you think this could benefit them. You know what I mean? Be specific. And obviously in the following steps. Okay, so step 3 is invite them. Step 4 is if I would you. Okay, so if they say, yeah, that sounds like it would be fun. Or if they say, I don't really know if that's up my alley. There are ways that you can spin that to still ask them if I would you. So if I sent you some more info, would you check it out? Oh, did I? I'm so sorry. I didn't change the slide. If I sent you more information, or if I sent you some more information, would you check it out? This question is like magic. They're not going to say no, You know what I mean? And an even better thing to say is if I sent you some more info, would you be open to looking through it? Of course they're going to be open. They don't want to be closed, right? So if they say yes, don't stop there, complete the next step. So step number 5 is to get a time commitment from them. So, you could say like, great. So when do you think would be a good time to look at that webinar? Or when do you think you'll be able to look over the information, or, whatever. And then they tell you when. It's so simple. Step 6, you confirm it. Okay, cool. So if I called you Tuesday morning or Wednesday after work, this weekend, whatever, will you have watched it or listened to it or looked over it for sure? Or rather, okay, cool. So if I call you Tuesday morning, you will have looked over it for sure, right? This isn't pushy. This is just confirming an appointment that they have set. You've literally given them all of the power here. You're not being pushy. You're giving them the opportunity to agree, right? They agreed to get more info. They agreed to watch the video that you sent them or to read the information that you gave them. They set the appointment for your follow-up, right? Like they agreed to all of those things. So then the 7th step is to schedule the next call. Great. So what's the best number and time for the call? So then you put in your calendar, get off the phone is step 8. I didn't put it in there because I feel like it's kind of silly that it's even a step. Get off the phone with them. Great. I look forward to chatting with you then, and then you add them to your invited list. You mark when it's time to follow up, and then you follow up because you're a professional and this is your business, right? You follow up with them. So this process might seem like, this seems kind of silly, but I promise you this process works, okay? And when you're sending them information, don't be afraid to send them a video that Beachbody made. If you're like, I don't even know what to tell them about Shakeology. You don't need to know what to tell them about Shakeology. You can literally use videos that Beachbody has created and put up on their Shakeology channel on YouTube. If they are wondering about the coaching opportunity, use my webinar. Send them stuff that's already created. And obviously you want to offer events of your own in the future. Like if you are a business building coach, you have to do coach opportunity webinars in the future, but you do not have to reinvent the wheel here. You want to show people that this is easily duplicatable, that they're not going to have to like do all of these crazy things right off the bat. It is absolutely 100% okay for you to use stuff that's already created. You don't have to do it all yourself. I promise. That will scare people away usually. Okay, so now all you got to do is follow up with them, right? Okay, so final thing here. No apologetic language is allowed when you are inviting, okay? Because objections are going to arise in your conversations, and that's okay, right? We've all decided that objections are good, and objections are an opportunity for us to just teach. So remember, you are inviting them to an opportunity that is literally going to change their life. Even if they don't lose any weight, even if they are already super healthy, this challenge group is life-changing. Don't go to people with that apologetic mindset. Be bold. You're providing a solution for them to get healthy, to improve their financial future if you're talking to them about the coaching opportunity. We're in the business of providing a simple solution to these things. We're offering an opportunity to learn to love yourself, to be confident, to have more energy. This is a complete transformation. It's not just some shallow thing. So be proud of what you're doing. Be positive about it. If you act ashamed, if you act apologetic, nobody's going to trust you. You have to show them that you are absolutely 100% confident that this is going to work for them. And if you do that, why wouldn't they join you? I mean, it doesn't matter if you have a bunch of experience. You have so much to offer. Every single one of you has so much to offer. Even if you're brand new, you have something entirely unique that people need. I mean, the challenge group would not be the same without you guys, for real. Like, I dread the day when you guys decide to go off on your own and make your own challenge groups. That's going to suck so bad because I love having you in there so much. But all that matters is that you can hold someone accountable, help someone choose a challenge pack, help them stick with their goals, right? Like, that's all you need to do. So be confident, be proactive. If someone says, no, not right now, that's okay. It just means that they're going to be back in the future, right? So we do have a call to action. I'm going to post this picture, this call to action slide in the team page. And I want us to screenshot our invites this month, okay? I do like 30 invites a day, so there's no way in heck that I'm going to screenshot 30 invites a day and post them under this graphic, but I am going to post at least a couple a day, okay? So let's screenshot our invites, at least one a day, and post it under this, this, what do you call it? This graphic that I'll do in the team page. And then it'll hold us accountable to our invites, and we can hopefully learn something from each other, right? Like, see how each person is doing it. Do you guys have any questions about any of this?
When you say no apologetic stuff, you're referring to like the Beachbody and Seiko info, right?
Yeah.
Specifically, not like, I mean, I know we can say like, I'm so sorry that happened to you, like if they had tried something else or whatever.
Yeah. So the apologetic language that I'm referring to is like, I know Shakeology is kind of expensive. You know, it was really hard for me to commit to, you know what I mean? That kind of stuff.
Right.
Or like, don't apologize for the products because the products don't need an apology.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't more clear on that.
Oh no, I just, you know, I have to ask simpler questions.
I love it because it helps me to learn to be more clear. Any other questions? All right, I'm going to stop recording.